Okay, welcome to the Level Up Challenge, week 10. We're going to talk tonight about business building, and we're certainly going to touch upon the unfranchised business, but we will talk more specifically about how to recruit WebCenter owners. We will talk about the WebCenter Pro program in the United States. We'll also touch upon the internship program, and then, of course, when we have business partners, how to mentor WebCenter owners towards success. So, we always talk about how incredible the Web Center division is in terms of creating retail profits, ongoing retail profits, but we also want to talk about residual income and the leverage source of income and how we can build that. Well, anytime we're looking at building any division of the business and we're looking at any area of the business, whether it's web centers or prospecting, recruiting, and sponsoring, or any of the other divisions, we still can apply the same 5 C's, right? So let's review those and what that might look like when it comes to prospecting, recruiting, and sponsoring. When we look at candidates, we still need to identify leads and have a possibility list. When you look at your getting started guide, we talk about having a list of 60 to 100 contacts with the goal of having 2 evaluations per week in your first year. So that really is step one in terms of expanding your business, is to have a possibilities list. And you need to make sure that you're adding more possibilities to your list every single day. We say add 2 per day so that you'll never run out of possibilities. And that happens organically when you're out and about, but it also happens through networking and social media and referrals as well. Once we have our list of candidates, again, that 60 to 100, we need to do a little bit of research. Right? How do we do research? Well, certainly if you're using social media tactics, you're going to be maybe scrolling through some posts and looking at different profiles on, say, LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, and really identifying through someone's profile and what they're posting if they might be a potential candidate. And of course, when we're looking in referrals, we don't know who those people know, so don't prejudge for sure. But certainly, if you're looking for a certain target market, you might want to do a little bit of profiling if you're doing some online research. But one of the best things that you can do when we talk about research is getting in conversations with people, right? Getting conversations with people when you're out and about and find out a little bit more about who they are. And when we talk about the basic 5 and we talk about the unfranchised business and we're talking about prospecting, we're talking about how to communicate with people and uncover information. And in those conversations, how can you uncover information, or what questions do we ask? Well, certainly we think about form, right? Family, occupation, recreation, and money. So great things to start thinking about are not that you need to have the answers to everything. We don't want to sell or pitch or promote, but certainly, just like we've discussed in web centers, we want to talk about that same concept when it comes to recruiting. No one wants to be sold. No one wants to be recruited. But more people like to be listened to. They want to be heard. So be that friend-making machine. Go out and have conversations. Ask people how they are. How is life treating you? Right? And in those conversations, you'll be asking, how are the kids? How is the spouse? What are you guys doing for vacation? Summer's coming up. Do you have any plans? Are you going anywhere? What do you like to do? When you have a weekend, do you like to go anywhere? Where would you go to travel? If you had, all the time in the world, where would you like to go vacation? Or, your son or daughter are getting a little older. Have you had any thoughts about college, right? Retirement is coming up, right? Just getting in conversations and bringing up things about their job, about their occupation, what they like to do in their spare time, their recreation, a little bit about their family, and of course, money usually comes up. And the idea is that through conversations, you will identify some possibilities, and that's how we can do some candidate research. Again, it doesn't come down to doing a Google search when you're looking at potentially partnering with people. It comes into having conversations. And again, some of these contacts, the conversation might be online, and that's okay. It might be through a direct message or a text message to initiate conversation. But again, everything comes down to building the relationship, right? People do business with people they know, like, and trust, and people associate themselves with people they know, like, and trust. And there's no difference when it comes to expanding your business. So once you have identified some of your top candidates and possibilities, you now have a list. and we usually say a top 10 list, right? In a top 10 list, you might bring them to a call workshop or a connection workshop, or reach out to 2 to 3 of them per day, and you're going to contact them. And when we say contact, we're talking about the approach. So we're kind of meshing WebCenter language with unfranchised prospecting language. When we talk about the basic 5 here, we're talking about contacting candidates. We're really approaching them or inviting them as a way that we can share information. And what it might be is it might be a rapport building session. It might be a time just to catch up over coffee, drinks, dinner, lunch, or just a chance to get the kids together for a play date where you and another adult can get together and have that, what we call a 15-minute consultation. And in that 15-minute consultation, what is it? Right? You're going to be talking about what is it? What do you do? Your 2-minute commercial. You're having a conversation, not a presentation. Right? So the consultation in this sense is just to get to know them better and to find out if they're looking for anything, or if they might know some people that are looking for something, right? And you can use the who do you know? Who do you know that might be looking for additional income? Who do you know that might be looking for a plan B or a side hustle or a side gig, right? So that's where the consultation happens. It happens in a conversation that's more detailed in terms of you sitting down with someone to find out where they're at in life, right? How is life treating you? And then the close is to schedule them to see the business presentation, right? The consultation might actually be the mini assessment, the shopping annuity conversation, right? And that can take so many different forms. It could be about a product or a service. But the close is really scheduling a time to review the business, right? And the business is where you're sharing information. So the WebCenter program, who is it for? Well, it's really for anyone. Right? So when your eyes and ears are open, certainly you want to identify people that are people that can build relationships. But we have 2 different programs for WebCenter ownership, right? We've got the WebCenter owner program, which is you have access to sell the line of WebCenter products using our full program benefits and the teams of professionals. But in the US, we also have the WebCenter Pro program. So for those experienced WebCenter owners or those WebCenter pros that currently find the idea of expanding their business difficult or challenging, I highly encourage you identify a list of candidates that might fall in to the WebCenter Pro program. Right, so the WebCenter Pro program has access to the WebCenter, of course, but also a fully customizable front-end website, co-branded storefront with invoicing and admin on the back end of the WebCenter, and the ability to create and store your own layouts within your layout library. And you have VIP technical support and access to a pro education series. And there's 2 types of professionals. WebCenter professionals, we'll talk more about our pro affiliates and our pro partners. So the WebCenter program can work for anyone, for sure. So you just need to choose the program that fits your background, right? So our system, as you know, is built on talking to business owners and then leveraging teams of professionals. So what qualities make a great WebCenter owner candidate? Well, people that are friendly, motivated, self-driven, organized, well-connected, social, and of course, those that are also unfranchised prospects, right? There's no difference here. But the idea is that they don't have to have a technical background. They don't have to have a graphic design background. They don't have to have a B2B sales background. The idea is that they've got to be willing and able to connect with other individuals. So really, it comes down to people that are motivated, they're driven, and also friendly. So one of the things that we really want to focus on is how do we have the conversation about web centers? Well, the first thing that we already talked about is in what I would say your research or in your consultation when you're contacting people is to share the concept. And the concept really comes down to our mission statement. So what is the mission, right? MarketAmericaShop.com provide a system for entrepreneurs to create an ongoing income and become financially independent while providing consumers worldwide with a better way to shop. Through revolutionary technology and the power of people, we are creating the economy of the future. And most importantly, we're powered by people just like you. So the idea is that we really want to focus on the mission. The mission is not to create the huge technology type of company, right? The idea is to provide a system for people that want to create an ongoing income. And certainly there's a great income and cash flow income from WebCenter sales. But certainly one of the biggest advantages is that we've got recurring income through the management performance compensation plan. And everything comes down to that core value that we have here, creating financial independence, right? So the first thing is to share the concept of what that might look like. And of course, you can do that in the first part of the unfranchised presentation, and you can share the business, you can share the shopping annuity, because everyone has to spend money to live, whether they're someone who's focused in B2B sales or technical sales or graphic design or web development, doesn't matter. Everyone's got to spend to live. So certainly there's conversation around the shopping annuity, but there's also a lot to be spoken to when it comes to the themes, right? The themes of the 45-year plan versus the 2 to 3 year plan. The theme of the linear income versus a leveraged residual income. The concept of the retail apocalypse and certainly one-to-one marketing versus mass advertising. So all the same themes and concepts that we talk about in the unfranchised business plan are also things that you want to share with your WebCenter owner candidate or just your prospect, right? And from here, you can highlight that MA Web Centers is one of our exclusive brands, right? One of very many exclusive brands. And the idea is that when you've got one line of products or services that you sell or that you offer, you also have a very narrow way to expand your business. For example, if you are only a technology company and a B2B sales company, you can only recruit and expand through people that are also in that specific industry or category. And you see this across many other companies that might focus just on health and nutrition or just on weight loss systems or just on cosmetics, right? The idea is that someone can really diversify their income without losing their scope. They can scale their business staying within technology. However, they can identify other professionals in other markets that they can then be compensated. And that's one of the most powerful things that we offer, is the fact that we are a product brokerage company, right? We're not tied to one exclusive line of distribution, right? From here, keep the main thing, and share the business concept. From here, once you have the Web Center conversation going and someone's interested in more information, we'll introduce them to some great tools and resources that we have. Of course, MAWC411.com helps you expand and offer Web Center information, right? So there's 3 ways to share the Web Center opportunity. If someone goes to MAWC411.com and they go to the Evaluate tab, certainly you can download the PowerPoint, the overview PowerPoint, and show it and flip through the digital flip chart there. You could have them register to attend a live webinar overview, or they could view the recorded overview, about 30 minutes, that talks about the Web Center owner division. And this process is very similar to how you treat the plan, right? You can show it yourself, you can attend a live overview, or watch a recorded presentation. So once you have that going and they've got questions or you want to follow up, what resources can you share? Well, certainly the B2B services catalog is a great next step. We also have the flyers that are available through the Web Center division, also the features and benefits guide, and of course the assessment sheets and the marketing manual. So you can share those as follow-up tools to help answer their question of what is a Web Center. And of course there is a brand new flyer that you can find under support materials in unfranchise.com called What is a Web Center? And it talks to prospects and unfranchise owners about what a Web Center really is, and that it's a reselling platform to sell B2B services, right? Digital marketing products and services. And of course, we also have the benefits of a Web Center that is more client-facing as well. So it's important for them to answer these questions in your conversation, right? What is the product and service that we offer, and is it something that they think there's a market for? Is it profitable? How does the system work? What kind of support will they have, and how do they get started? So you can walk them through all this information. The same thing for professionals, right? Web Center professionals. They're industry professionals or they're web center owners that have 20 or more website sales, but certainly from a prospecting and recruiting standpoint, they might be industry professionals such as graphic designers, web development companies, social media agencies, perhaps someone in advertising sales already. What about a print and promotional company that already has companies or businesses coming to them for signage, promo products, t-shirts, embroidery, and things like that, because they already have customers coming to them for marketing types of products. What about IT solutions and network solutions providers, right? All of these individuals have an existing client base that come to them for certain services. This could be a way to expand those services without taking on all the headaches of actually doing all of that work. So they have access to the full line of our products and services. They have access to our teams of professionals. They have access to a co-branded administrative and invoicing service, fully customizable front-end site so they can still market their existing products and services. They have VIP support and professional education. So there are two types of WebCenter Pro accounts. One is a pro affiliate and one is a pro partner. So a pro affiliate has light access to the unfranchised business, which means that they can earn up to $1,500 per week in BV commissions with a capped income of $78,000 per year. They cannot sponsor or grow an organization or expand. They cannot receive BV placed from senior partners, meaning a sponsor. However, they will accumulate and accrue group business volume from anything that is down below them. And it does not account for senior partner bonuses or activation. So as a pro partner, it is a full unfranchised owner with an unlimited income potential, and they still have those minimum activity requirements. So as a pro affiliate, there is no monthly accrual option. There is no minimum activity requirements on a quarterly basis for a Form 1000. There is simply the UFMS subscription on a monthly basis, their WebCenter monthly fee, and then, of course, their annual renewal. As a full pro partner, they are a full unfranchised owner, so they can earn up to $2,100 per week in BV commissions. They can earn up to $1,500 a week in IBV commissions, and they have unlimited earning potential by reentry and expanding multiple business centers. They can receive BEV from their sponsors if they're one of their designated IDs. They can also place their BEV in anyone that they've designated that's under the BD placement rules. They do count as activation for senior partners, and they also count for bonuses as well. So the idea is that they are a full unfranchised owner as well as a WebCenter Pro. Now, how do you share the WebCenter Pro program? Same thing. You can go to mawc411.com and go to the Evaluate tab, and it drops down, and they would simply select WebCenter Pro. You can download the PowerPoint and show it to them. They could download the PowerPoint and show it to themselves. However, I would recommend that you walk them through it. They could attend a live webinar overview, and there's a link to register on that page as well. Or they could view a recorded WebCenter Pro overview as well. Again, all the information and tools is available on mawc411.com. So expanding distribution with WebCenter owners can be very profitable for your organization, as you know, with the incredible amount of BV and ongoing BV. But just like anything else, it's important to get them started correctly, because duplication really is the key to success, right? So whatever you do, good, bad, or ugly, it will duplicate. So if it's not duplicatable, don't do it, meaning that it's very difficult to create an ongoing passive stream of residual income, a walkaway type of income, if you don't have systems and processes in place. So make sure that whatever you do is duplicatable. So certainly download and complete a 12-week action plan with your new WebCenter partners. Plug them into the system, right? Leverage the YouTube channel for the recorded webinars, leverage the contest webinars and the marketing manual, and assist them in leveraging our teams of professionals so that they don't have to do the heavy lifting and you don't have to do the heavy lifting. And what we can do is introduce prospects to this entire process through what is called the internship program. Now, it is very, very important that we all understand that this is not for existing unfranchised owners. That is actually against WebCenter owner policy. It's actually in the career manual, and there will be corrective action held against you as an unfranchised owner if you create interns within your WebCenter that are existing unfranchised owners. So you want to be very, very careful. The internship program is to be used to help your candidates leverage the WebCenter program to basically cover their startup expenses to start their own WebCenter business. It helps the ability to start their unfranchise already being profitable. There's no out-of-pocket expenses to their trial run, and they have access to sales support and all the tools necessary to get started. So, the goal is to start qualified individuals as WebCenter owners and help them offset their startup expenses, right? And to duplicate the power of the WebCenter program while building your unfranchise. And you are the mentor. You're not employing people. You're not paying people as a W-2. You simply are leveraging the internship program for a 90-day period to get people set up correctly and profitable. Your ideal candidates: friendly, professional, well-connected, motivated, driven, accountable, and organized. Now you have to take on the role of being a mentor, right? Your mindset, a mentor, right? The goal is duplication, working with individuals who want to be unfranchised owners. That is critical. This is about expanding distribution and creating independent unfranchised owners. It's not about hiring people to work with you or to work for you. So make sure that the time you spend is spent, or I would say invested, with the right people. And those are people that are duplicating your efforts. Remember, time is the one precious non-renewable resource that you are provided a finite amount of each and every day, right? Each and every day. Once it's spent, you'll never get it back. So spend it wisely. So your prospect, the WebCenter intern, can use the product specialist, and it's highly encouraged to teach them how to schedule sales appointments, how to have sales support or product specialists answer their questions, right? It will improve your success rate with these candidates. It'll help them graduate to full unfranchised owners much more quickly. And it reinforces our proven duplicatable WebCenter system so that you do not have to bear the brunt of teaching, training, and mentoring everyone when you can leverage the system. So remember, interns cannot be existing distributors. If you have distributors that are interested, work with them. They just can't be put in the system as an intern, but you want to coach them and work with them and how you can work together on sharing referrals and then help them get set up with their own WebCenter through their unfranchised business. So if you do have an intern and they sell a website, how do they get paid? Well, your intern sells one website. You, as the mentor, you're going to get paid 2 weeks following the sale, just like you normally would. You're going to be paid the full commission of that sale. You must use that profit to help launch your intern, right? They've already proven it. You use those funds to help them launch their business, right? Use part of the retail profits to start your interns on franchise, perhaps using the WebCenter Fast Start Kit. And you can give extra profit to the new unfranchised owner, maybe to help them buy tickets to the next major event, right? Include ticket to the upcoming international convention. Include money for an upcoming local seminar, a Basic 5, a new unfranchised owner training. Make sure that they start their business in a profitable manner and they are set up for success. However, it's also perfectly acceptable to keep a portion for your own expenses. You are running a business, right? For taxes, WebCenter owner fees, right? That is something that you want to have a conversation up front so that everyone is clear on the expectations, roles, and responsibilities that you each share. But also, if a sale is made, what they can expect to take in retail profit, as well as what you expect to take towards your fees and your ownership of your independent business. So the idea is that you have full control because you can disable an intern status at any point in time. You have full control. So if you find someone underperforming, you have a better prospect that you would like to replace them with, go ahead and do it, right? Remember, it's a competitive internship program. Listen to this. You have 4 slots, and they should go towards the best candidates so they can become an unfranchised owner with you, and you can disable them at any time like it says here. So it's very important to make sure that you work with the right people. The internship has access for 90-day period. And again, you can have up to 4 at any given time. So how do we set up an intern? That's a question that comes up many times. First of all, you're going to log into your WebCenter and you're going to click on Customer Manager and select Contacts. When you select Contacts, you come up with the main Customer Manager. You're going to click the yellow button that says New Contact. When you do that, you're going to fill out their information, their name, their where you found them, their phone number, their email address, their address. But under contact type, at the very bottom of the dropdown, it says WebCenter Prospect. When you click that, they will actually receive a username and password that you can share with them, and that's how they would log in to w.mawebcenters.com. That's where they would log into the Web Center. Now they're attached to you as your intern when they log in. So anything that happens, they add a contact into your contact database, it'll show you that they are the owner of that contact. But really, if they are disabled at any time or they graduate, that contact record is still within your Web Center. So you want to make sure that you have this information and teach them, again, how to use the Web Center and how to activate them, right? Carefully select an intern to work with, activate them as your prospect. And now the most important thing, you're going to train and educate them, leveraging the Web Center Training 101, the online WCT, the simple sales and 5C approach, the basic 5, the shopping annuity. Your job is to coach them and help them use the 12-week action plan to help them set appointments and sell their first website, show business plans to see if they can lead to people that might be unfranchised prospects, and then you can use the retail profit earned to help them capitalize and become an unfranchised owner. So again, accountability is critical, as we know. So get them started correctly. What you put in motion will carry in motion. Again, what you do will duplicate, track their progress, measure, monitor, adjust, and control, and help them assist. Your job is to create a new Web Center owner, but by doing the right activities with them. So again, the 12-week action plan is a great way because it's a 90-day internship. It offers the ability to have an accountability group. Maybe you've got 4 interns that you're going to work together. You can assess the activity that's very transparent. Consistency, right? Having daily and weekly activities and tasks, and to follow up with them on those tasks to see what they have questions and where they need additional support. Create good business habits, certainly following result-producing activities, and again, accountability. Without action, nothing happens, right? Help them set appointments and sell B2B solutions, and then help them expand their unfranchised business. So if you're holding an accountability group or you're coaching a group of interns, right, certainly they're going to need access to a Web Center. They need to remain committed and demonstrate that commitment by sending in numbers every week during your accountability call or your period. You can do that through email, text. You can do it on private Facebook groups or secret Facebook groups. You can do group text messaging. You can do Google Forms. Whatever it takes and whatever you put forth, you want to make sure that you're holding the group accountable as their leader and their mentor, following things like the Getting Started Guide and the 12-week action plan. But your job is not to micromanage. It's to identify areas to help them and assist them towards their goals, right? Identify, is it an activity issue? Is it a skill issue? Or is it simply an attitude and knowledge issue, right? So you as a leader, you pick the dates of when you're going to work with someone as the intern or an accountability group, determine your group of participants, schedule, say, an initial conference call or a meeting if you're all together in the same area. It's very good to have a live meeting if you're working with people in the same geographic area. You're going to review the requirements, the tools, the processes, complete the Getting Started Guide together, download that 12-week action plan, and again, identify accountability partners and be aware of the resources, making sure they know how to use the YouTube channel, the blog channel, the support materials, the MAWC 401 channel or website, as well as the recorded webinars that you have access to. Now, as we're talking about accountability partners, it's also important to know that you in this Level Up Challenge have also been assigned an accountability partner. In the email that went out, it was an email that was sent to both you and your accountability partner. So if you've lost it or misplaced it, simply go to your inbox and search for accountability partners, or search for my email address, jasonp@marketamerica.com. You'll find all of our emails, and you will find in the accountability partner email that was sent, the person that you have been assigned, their email is listed there. So they were sent out in pairs to all of you. If you don't know or don't have your accountability partner, simply email me, jasonp@marketamerica.com. We'll make sure we resend that to you. And if you have any issues, like your partner's not responding or they're inactive or something's happening, please, please, please email me. Let me know. We can reassign you to a new partner. We'll find out what's going on. But also, one of the most important things that we have at our disposal is a forum at the Web Center Owner Support Group on Facebook. That is a great place to stay accountable people. You can see a lot of success stories. You're seeing a lot of activity and productivity. In fact, we're seeing a lot of success stories, and I love it. Every time that you have a win for yourself, whatever that win is, share it. People need to see your success so they can believe in themselves and believe in the system. And I see lots of great things, from appointments to new sales to people getting started again with their web center. So be active on that Facebook support group. It helps all of us. Right. So again, as a reminder of the options to get started as a web center owner, if you have a prospect that is interested, you can certainly activate them as one of your web center interns. They get to learn the process, they get to leverage the professionals, and they can earn their retail profit to launch a web center business. A new unfranchised owner can also use the web center Fast Start when they launch their unfranchised business, or an existing unfranchised owner can become a web center owner just by purchasing the code or taking advantage of a special. And of course, our Web Center pros could purchase that code as a Fast Start code, or they could upgrade to Web Center Pro. They do have an eligibility process, and that means that they have within 30 days to send us their documentation that they are a Web Center Pro candidate based on their industry professional status. Right, so the email that gets generated sends them exactly what they need to document or to send to us. And it's also on webcenter-pro.com, which is the site under MAWC411.com under Evaluate. So when someone goes to Web Center Pro, all of that information is listed on that site. Again, we want to make sure that we are working with industry professionals in this category, or for successful web center owners that have earned the right to upgrade to pro status, which is 20 or more website sales. So after this point, it's really time to take action, right? It's truly as simple as the 5 C's. So let's revisit those 5 C's, right? Do you have a candidate and prospect list? Right? What do you know about them? Could they benefit from some great cash flow that the Web Center product or program can deliver to their bank account, right? Maybe they got some strong financial goals. Maybe they got some ongoing income goals and they're looking for more time or more money or a residual type of income. Engage them in conversation and then share the business with them. At that point, follow the system, right? Follow the 5 C's, teach the 5 C's, leverage the teams, and just basically repeat that process. And from here, you already know that expanding with web centers, you can generate more group business volume and solid unfranchised partners by sponsoring web center owners and web center professionals, because this division, again, offers an ongoing retail profit for certain digital marketing products, but certainly ongoing residual BV on a month-to-month basis. When you can have a web center owner on your left that, let's say, has 10 clients, website clients at standard monthly hosting, 10 times 30 BV per month would be 300 BV per month from that one web center owner in your left organization. If that is duplicated in your right organization, that's an additional 300 BV up the left and right. And then if that duplicates one more time, you've got a great business structure or solid foundation for that base 10, 7 strong of ongoing residual BV. It would be the equivalent of having 10 customers on a daily essentials auto ship type of scenario, or a Motives product and auto ship of 30 BV or more. So the web center business having that residual ongoing auto ship type of nature is incredible, because you could be a web center owner for 10 years, and 10 years later, when you've done your job as an account manager and working with your clients, you can continue every single month creating that BV for you and your organization when placed in depth. It's unbelievable, and there's nothing quite like it, having that ongoing income. So again, let's not forget Market America's mission, right? Market America's mission is to provide a system for entrepreneurs to create an ongoing residual income while providing consumers a better way to shop for better products and services. And we certainly do that with our B2B services as well. We're powered by people. We're not powered only by technology, or powered by the relationships that we build. So your job is to go out there and build great relationships and identify the people that want and need this business opportunity and invest your time to mentor them to success.